Alright guys, this thing is good to go. We're going to see what it does now. I just have to... It's not loud. It's great. That thing cuts nicely, wouldn't you? Definitely. Does a good job. That's wood for the little big house. And these pieces over here, I'm going to cut much smaller. Those are for the cubic mini wood stove in Harvey the RV. Yes, indeed. Black locust. It's a hardwood, and it's hard to cut too. It's not an easy wood to cut through. That other wood that I'm cutting up over there for the cubic mini, that's apple wood. That's beautiful wood. Those stumps all down in there, those bigger pieces, they're for the little big house too. I gotta chop those up. These I'm gonna cut up into smaller pieces and then chop them up as well for the cubic. Alright, let's get to work. I like this about this too. It's got an indicator on the battery of how much we've used. So far, we've used 1 out of 4 squares. So, you know, that's pretty good. That's quite a few cuts. That's 17 cuts so far on just one little square of the battery, and you got 4 of those. Alright, this is the apple wood. This is a really hard wood to cut through too, harder even than the black locust. And I consider apple wood the salmon wood of the hardwoods up there. I absolutely love this wood. So I cut it in chunks about like that. It almost looks like it's a salmon steak, doesn't it? It's got that nice color to it. This stuff burns hot, it burns long, it burns really hot. It burns really nicely, it smells good, and it's absolutely my most favorite wood to burn in the wood stove, or the big wood stove too, but particularly the cubic mini. Again, this thing just slices through this wood, the Kobalt 40 volt max. It just slices through this wood, no problem. I'm really impressed with this. So I've had to tighten this chain up twice. Really only needed to do it once. What I found is, if I loosen this up first, pull that out all the way, and then it's easier to tighten it. Again, this is the second time really that I've needed to do this, with many hours of cutting. Or, you know, you guys saw all of those trees, all that tree stuff there. Tree stuff! Whatever you see, whatever I've been showing you here in this video, it was all cut with just having to, so far, tighten this chainsaw up twice. And that's just being extra careful. Alright guys, I just like to keep an eye on that chain. I get really paranoid that it's going to come flying off and do all kinds of damage. So, battery operated chainsaw, for me, is the only way to go. That's incredibly quiet. I absolutely cannot stand the noise and the smell and fumes from the gas powered. So far I've had to put oil in this once. It's hardly used any of it. No mixing oil and gas like you have to do with the gas one. This thing is just, it's almost like it came out of the box. It's so clean. That's not the case with all of them, though. Some of them just get oil all over the place. This one doesn't. It's fairly light. You know, it's probably, with this battery in it, I don't know, 20 pounds maybe. You know, probably. And I definitely would choose this over an electric chainsaw, which I have also. I have a home light, which doesn't even come close to comparing to this thing. And I thought that was a nice little saw too. But you know, you don't have to deal with plugging it in and deal with the wire and where you're going to cut the wire, you know, cut your plug, whatever, the extension cord on your chainsaw, which was always a concern of mine. And mine just drank oil like crazy. Almost after, you know, you cut like 5-6 cuts and you'd have to put more oil in it. Alright, this whole package was like $497. I think it was $229 for this, along with a battery and a charger. Alright, I bought another battery that was $159. They are not inexpensive. They cost. But I'm so glad I got a second battery. Also got plenty of oil. I probably spent, you know, $20 on that. I got myself a plan, you know, so that I can make sure that this thing's taken care of. Although I think it does come with a plan too, but I got the extension, a 3-year plan with Lowe's as well. I'm not sure, but I'm well taken care of for another $50 on this bad boy. It's a chunk of change. You could go spend it on another one. That'd probably be fine too. But I like this saw, you know. You know, you can get all caught up in those videos too and think that you need this and you need that and you need a Still or a Husqvarna or whatever they're called. And they're a little bit more pricey. There's a whole bunch of them. Some of them do this a little bit better than the other. But what are you doing, man? I'm just out doing this. I'm cutting some wood from the fireplace, you know. I'm not trying to provide wood for the world, you know. It's just for my family. Blow down trees. And this thing is great for the cubic mini wood stove, or if I go camping or something. I love it. Can't say enough about it. You know. For $500, I'm all set. And there's other tools that you can use with these batteries as well, so I may become a Kobalt customer. Hope that's how you say it, Kobalt. I have no idea. Anyway. Alright, let's see what we used on this battery. Alright, we are at 2 now. Pretty good, huh? I'd say. That's a bit of wood there. I mean, for that battery so far, all those cuts. That's a lot of cuts on some hardwood. They're not huge pieces, no. But it can certainly cut like this too. Did this yesterday. Those are big pieces. Did it. That's all I wanted to cut here. That's done. That's awesome, right? All on one battery, guys. Still got some left too. Still got one square glowing. Woohoo! wish I could eat it. It looks like you could eat this wood. I've never wanted to eat wood, but I'm always like, man, that stuff looks good enough to eat almost. Still on. Yeah. Alright guys, I got my wheelbarrow full. It's not a heaping wheelbarrow, but it's there's a lot of wood in there. That'll last me a bit. That's more than a week's worth of wood. If I were to burn it all the time, which I won't be. And I'll burn other wood, and I'll use my wood, compressed wood bricks, the 3 of them, you know, all of this together. I got lots of wood. I'm styling. I'm styling! Compliments of the Kobalt Brushless 40 volt max. Kobalt Brushless 14 inch 35 centimeter. Great saw. Alright, here's today's supply of wood for Harvey the RV. The cubic mini wood stove, aka the Tin Man. Time to put some wood into here. And we're gonna fill it up with this. Yeah, look at that, guys. This thing is totally, well, not totally, but it's, you know, it's overflowing. Yeah, that's a lot of wood in there. I don't have to worry. I need to keep restocking it, but I don't have to worry. I'm not going to run out of wood anytime soon. Alright, that's done. Done. And I think we're done filming this whole adventure for now. That's it. On today's segment of The World of Wood, according to Jack. RiverJack Z, because I live by a river. My name's Jack, and Z is for zucchini. Or my YouTube channel, A Jack Out of the Box. Either way, thanks for watching. Woo!